everybody, what's going on? My name is Queen K. We're back with another episode on Crowning Conversations. We have big top badge, King of Diamonds. How you doing, Kingy? What's going on?
Man, I'm blessed and very excited to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, no problem. Now, I got a little information for him real quick about you, you know what I mean? He's on Instagram, the Tickety Talk, YouTube, and of course, tag where he is a top badge, okay? So he has a show called Getting Lit, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So talk a little bit more about your featured show on the app.
Yeah, so I'm the host of the longest running music showcase show featured by the Tag app. Recently nominated by Tag for Best Show Content Creator. And so my show, basically 2 artists go head to head in a 3-round freestyle or song battle. But in the end, it can only be one.
Okay.
So it's every Thursday, 9 p.m.
Oh, okay, that's dope. You said longest running music showcase.
Yeah,
right?
Longest running music showcase show featured by the app. Was the first music show on Meet Me and Tag, for the Meet Group. It was just the first music show, period.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Did you reach out to them on that for the show, or did they reach out to you?
Well, I reached out to them. I actually had met Chris before a lot of people were getting featured shows on Tag and stuff like that. So when they kind of announced that they wanted to get more shows or whatever, I had already kind of locked in with him behind the scenes. Chris Cass was actually one of my mentors when it comes to show content for for the Meet Group.
Makes sense. He's really, really talented. Shout out to Chris Casper for sure. Right, so we're gonna dig a little bit deeper on these questions, but thank you for letting us know about your feature show. So we're gonna kick this thing on off. So I think the first question that I wanna ask you is, what's a hidden strength you didn't realize you had until life made you use it?
A hidden strength? My hidden strength would be, just being able to adapt to and everything that comes with that last minute stuff, being able to deal with people in different situations. So just being able to adapt and just push through. You just keep pushing, you find out how much you could take, and a lot of times, you end up on top.
That's a good one, because for sure, life is definitely unpredictable. So adaptability is very important. So we can plan so many things a certain way, and then even though many times that we do it, it doesn't matter. So if life says, you know what, it's just not going to work out that way, it is what it is. For sure.
Right.
I definitely agree with that for sure. That's a great answer. So let's take a step back for a second here. So when you first started streaming, what was your why? What was the purpose that you started streaming on the Tag app?
My original purpose was just to have fun. I just hit the button. A friend told me about streaming, and for me personally, streaming just came natural because I'm the same person I am off the stream and on the stream. So.
Okay. So if that's your why when you started, fast forward now, where you are now, is your why the same? Did it change?
So it didn't change. I most definitely still stream to have fun, but I would say adaptation again. It evolved into me wanting to help others get to, reach whatever their goals are with streaming.
Okay, great. So when you say you want to help others reach their goals and things like that, can you give some examples of folks you've helped on their purpose or their journey as content creators?
Yeah, a lot of people kind of give me credit for, being a mentor and kind of showing them how to get a feature show or just how to create a brand and from nothing and turn it into something. So I've helped out a lot. Too many names, but it's really a passion for me to see a lot of people succeed, and to see you succeed. Because I remember when you were coming up too.
Thank you.
But it's really, I live through y'all with y'all's success. Y'all's success is my success.
Oh, that's great. I love that. I love how you said that. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So next one here is, what boundaries or routines help you protect your peace while being public?
Well, I just look at life the same way. That with anything, I don't let stuff get to me. I don't let things knock me off who I am. So that's just me, an example of me protecting my peace. And I just handle that with every situation.
Absolutely, because it's very important because, again, we're top badges,
Right.
things like that on the platform, but we need that time to say, look, I'm going to be able to reveal to you my life only so much of what I feel comfortable with, right? You can't know all my business.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think it's very, very important to put those boundaries
Yeah,
up
most
because,
definitely.
people will get in your business and fast.
Oh yeah, they will.
For sure.
They will.
All right, so who in your life has helped you polish your crown when it feels heavy?
Man, I would say my mom, most definitely. I have a lot of conversations with her. My fiance, RDS, she's been there for me, especially when I started to take off as a top badge and I could confide in her. And, a lot of my close friends, they're streamers, a lot of my mentees, that I'm real close with. I know one of my top badges, Ari. I talk to her a lot. My brother Pit Bully, can't forget him. We locked in. So I have people, those type of people, to kind of fall back on, and they always there to, give me a pep talk when I need it, or just give words of encouragement, and they don't even know how much, it helped me keep going or whatever.
It's very important to have those people in your corner for sure. So that's wonderful. Congratulations on your engagement, by the way, to you.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. No problem. All right. So I do want to ask this question for sure. So when did you first realize that your voice had influence in the live space?
For me, I would say when I first started streaming on Tag, and I started taking it serious around 2020, and I started doing actual show content, and I was just trying different shows or whatever, and I just started to look up and just see that the admins were coming to my stream to watch the content. A lot of top streamers and top badges and stuff like that used to kind of, hey, what's going on in here? And that's when I kind of noticed that we're making noise over here. We got motion over here, and it like I said, it just kind of, it's hard, but at the same time it came easy because off the app, I'm a big public speaker. I'm not afraid to get around people, and so it was just doing the things that I've done off the app, producing, acting. It was just easy for me to take that and take all that knowledge and just transfer that into streaming. So, yeah, about 2020, I noticed that we were making noise.
Making some noise. I love that. Now, I met you, and you do have the feature show, of course, like you explained, but I did meet you at a time where you were doing characters. You were doing kind of voices, impersonations, things like that. Can you talk a little bit about that, kind of your beginning journey when you started doing that?
Yeah, so just a lot of fun stuff I used to do on the live. We had a few characters. Everybody knows Richard. Richard the Rose Man, I had a character named Steve that we used to do. Steve makes this face. Anything people just do, the Steve face. But a lot of different characters. My live helped me create these characters, and we just have a lot of fun together. It's like, a lot of people say they used to see me do the characters and they never left my live after that. So
okay, awesome. And also too, something you're known for is the bell. You have the bell in your name as your emoji. Why did you pick the bell? What was so significant behind that emoji?
So the bell was kind of like a accident.
Oh, okay. Really?
It was like an accident. It was around 2020. Like I said, I was talking to Chris about my show and everything and getting it together, and we needed like Speak Now. Shout out to Speak Now. He was like, hey, you need to get like a buzzer or a bell or something for your show. And it's like the day before my show, my first ever show, and Chris came, and there was a lot of different admins came to the show, so I was nervous. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get a bell. And then I used the bell for the show, and it kind of just did its own thing. Ever since then, so.
That's very cool. Okay, I love that. Happened by chance.
Yeah, it just happened by chance.
Accident.
Yeah, happy accidents.
I like that for sure. So shout out to your community, as you mentioned before. So I want to ask you a question. So what has been your most memorable moment with your community so far?
My most memorable moment, so many. For me, I would say this year's Live Fest. It's really up there, considering everything that's going on, and the nomination for everything that all the hard work I've been putting in for years. And in fact, this is kind of like the first real content award for the Meet Group. And I'm excited about it. Just the nomination, I think, is we're making memories now.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And again, let's touch on that really quick. So congratulations, Creator of the Year for Live Fest 2025. Nominee. So congratulations on that. That's a great achievement. So when they called your name, and it's funny because I was in the room listening when they were doing those, because for certain awards for Live Fest, they don't say all the nominations for all the awards. There's certain ones they do, and they have new ones this year too. So I was in there listening, and I was like, oh my gosh, who are these wonderful people that are going to be saying and calling you things? And so when I heard your name for the first time, I was like, oh my God, Kiki, he's great, he's awesome, congratulations. Now, once you got notified that you were someone who got selected for that, what was your immediate first thoughts? Like, how did you feel? What did you do? Did you run around and scream in a circle? Like, what was your first
So my first thought is, what is this? And so, but nah, really, I was excited. I immediately let all my supporters know what was going on and what to look for, and everybody's just, giving us praise. And, it's a great time for the app. It's a great time for streaming right now. So it was, the feeling's surreal. I'm still like, living.
Yeah, that's huge. That's an honor.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
It's pretty big. It's a pretty big honor. So I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome. Congratulations again. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Now I have some interesting facts here and some things that you provided for me. So loving to help others, as you kind of talked to before, and also man of God. Being a man of God, I think that's a beautiful thing. So what ways, and just like you said, being a man of God, what ways do you try to incorporate that in your streaming lifestyle?
Well, with my streaming lifestyle, you don't want to throw too many things at people, but my streamers know that, like I said, I'm a God-fearing man, and, I'm a God-fearing streamer. And I think that, I've also had show content where, we'll have worship together and listen to songs and stuff like that. And I just think that if you are religious, that there's nothing wrong with sharing your religion with the people who who you're with all the time on your streams, who you care about and stuff like that. So, there's just as far as the man of God with streaming.
Okay, wonderful. I love that. So, like, they know that and they support you anyway. That's great, because it's important. As you said, walking in a faith-filled lifestyle. We want to express that to other people. Some people, of course, may not take to that too kindly, but that's okay. We still have to walk, not just talk it, but walk it in how we live into. So I think that's great that you still continue to do so. And some interest you have for us is getting back into production and music engineering. So what has that journey been like, and what's a goal for you for the end of the year?
Well, a goal for me for the end of the year is, like I said, just basically helping others. And so a lot of artists on my show, they're looking for promotion, and they're looking for different producers and stuff like that. Well, here I go, So I'm working with a few artists this year, and we got some projects lined up to be pretty much fairly out within couple months.
Oh, so, that's exciting.
Yeah, so it's that's the plan is to make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Okay, I love that. I love that. Okay, do you have like a name for your music production company?
So my on the production side, it's called Quantum Sounds Production. I've done stuff for some of everybody. It's like, so.
Okay, awesome. I love that. Look at you out here doing the big things. That's awesome. I love that. So I hate to wrap this thing up because I've been having such a great time talking to you, but I have one more final question for you, okay? So what advice would you give someone trying to find their purpose or crowning moment? What advice would you have?
This is what you need to do. First thing is you need to give your life to God. That's the first thing. And everything after that is simple. Within religion, you will find your purpose. I think I've been, very blessed to have support, and within that support, I found what I'm best at, and I think you can do the same thing too.
Well, I love the camera look. I love that you locked in. Like, look, this is what you got to do. I love that. Thank you so much. Well, that's all the time we have, but thank you so much again for your time, King. I thank you so much for being here.
Most definitely.
And we are wrapping up this wonderful interview on Crowning Conversations with me, Queen K. Catch you guys next time. Bye.